Hi, and welcome back. In our last video today, I want to talk about Planner. This is a part of Teams that allows us to organize tasks, assign them to people, and see when they are done. To be able to keep all of that organized in the same place and communicate what you want team members and individuals to do and keeping track of our timeline of all of our projects. So today, let's discuss Planner. So Planner is another add-on to Teams. If you notice in the last video when we talked about OneNote, there's actually quite a few different add-ons we can use, but we're not going to cover all of them in this series. So just like last time, I'm going to go back to the channel I want a Planner for, and I'm going to press this plus button, and this is going to add the tab. I'm looking for Planner. So I'm going to add Planner, and I can either use one I've already developed for a different team, or I can create a brand new one. So I'm going to create one that's an example, and I'm going to save and create that planner. So now that's going to be open and available, and we can do quite a few things. So we can now organize and have various different tasks. So I can say, here's the to-do list for my team, but maybe I want to break that down to go, these are general tasks, these are social media tasks, these are volunteer tasks, these are just to help keep all that organized. And now I can start creating tasks. So I can say, I need someone to do example, and I can go ahead and assign that to somebody who is in this channel. And I can set a due date. I can say it needs to be done by Friday. And so that individual can see that they have now gained a task. Now, once I've made the task, I actually have a little bit more room to play with it. So I can open up this task, I can organize them, and I can actually rename these color codes so that I have another tool for that. And I can say, you know what, it needs to start today. And so this is great if I'm planning tasks really far out. I can break that down and make notes about, hey, remember this, remember that. And I can also add attachments. So if the task has to do with a specific file, I can link a file that's already been saved. In one of our earlier videos, we showed how to do a link for a file, or I can just upload one. I can also break it down into various mini parts, right? So I can say there's part 1, part 2, and maybe part 3 to completing this task. And now I can see in real time when my team is completing those tasks. So they might check that one off, and I can see that a third of this task is done. And so now I have that information. People can go in and click that. Your team will be able to have access to it here to see the entirety of the tasks for everyone on that channel, but they'll also get some individual spots to see that. So they'll have an individual tab in the planner where they can see exactly what's been sent to them. So this is very useful if I want to look at my individual tasks. And there are some other ways we can play with that. There's some add-ins and flow that will automatically add it to a to-do list and things like that, but we'll get into that at a later series. So this becomes a great way to organize these tasks and information. And then I actually get a lot of real-time data. So I can go over here and I can look at what's going on. I can see how many assignments are late and who's turning in late assignments. I can see how many have been completed, how many are in progress. It will track all of that and it will show who's doing what. So I can have an idea of what's actually going on. As someone who's doing it, they can mark a few different things. So they can mark that they are working on the task because it's in progress or it's completed. Once somebody marks it as complete, it will go away and will be shown here. And you can set it up so that it notifies you as soon as a task is completed. So I get a push notification on my phone whenever a task is completed, and it automatically puts it on my to-do list to review it, but setting that up requires a few other bells that we can discuss later. I can also go over here into the schedule, and this will show me all of the tasks that I've programmed, when they're meant to start and when they're meant to end. So let's go ahead and unlock this task again. And if I go back to the schedule, I can see that that example is meant to be done in this time frame. And now I can look at visually everything going on and all of the projects for my team this month. I can assign tasks to a single person, or I can assign them to multiple, but they have to be within this channel. So if you didn't catch one of those first videos on creating a channel, go ahead and take a look at that. But this is one of the best ways to keep everything organized and completing tasks and bringing everything together. So this concludes our short series on using Teams to be more productive. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for being an MORHA member, and I hope to catch you in the next series.